my name's Ian. Work for a company called the Experience Group. Our office is based in the new Golden Mile between Marbella and Estepona. It's called the Experience Group because my father-in-law has been on the coast in one form or another for 45 years. He's been in the area around El Paraiso and Benavista for over 30 years. He originally developed a lot of that area. He built the Benavista Commercial Centre, he built a lot of the developments immediately around it. So now his daughter, my wife, and myself, we run the real estate part of the business, and he runs the electronics. So he does, TV, internet solutions, white goods, aircon, that kind of thing. And his wife runs our construction division. So I know it's an overused term, but our group of companies is like a little one-stop shop. So where we have a slight advantage over some of the other people exhibiting is that we're not just about selling a property. We do property sales, we also do property management. We can rent a property long-term, we do holiday lets, and we can also, if you want your kitchens and bathrooms replacing, and TV and internet solutions. Where there's been a noticeable change and an improvement in the market is, it's not that asking prices are increasing, it's that the availability of cheap or bargain properties is declining. So the market is now catching up to people's asking prices. So for example, 3 years ago, if somebody came to us and said, I want to sell my 2-bed, 2-bath apartment for 160,000, I would tell them that that's quite an unrealistic expectation. And we may not even get any viewings at that price because there was so much on the market that was cheaper. But because all the cheaper stuff is now selling, their price is now becoming more realistic in the market. So we're now selling properties that are, more like 150, 160, 170,000 because all the 100 grand bargains have pretty much gone. There are still some out there, but they tend to be the older, they need reforming. They probably need 20 or 30 grand spending on them. So why buy something that needs work for 100 grand when you can buy something that doesn't need work that's, do you know what I mean? It's already done. The main benefits of coming to a show like The Place in the Sun is that they actually get to talk to people who live and work in the areas that they're covering. I mean, whether it's us for the Costa del Sol or somebody else for France or Portugal or America or wherever they happen to be, where the people on the ground, we know exactly what's happening down there. Unfortunately, the British media don't paint the Costa del Sol in particular in a very good light. And there's a lot of Spain bashing that goes on in the British media, which I find personally very, very frustrating. And I like to reassure, so people like to come and ask questions because they hear all these stories in the media and they want to know if it's true. And they also come to us to confirm whether what other agents have told them is true, just by seeing whether we say the same things. And the nice thing is, with regards to the state of the market, we are all saying pretty much the same thing, so people are now realising that if they've been thinking of buying for quite a long time, they shouldn't wait too much longer because they might miss out on those last few bargains that are out there. Because the last few years, I've had people literally coming back year after year after year, and each time they come, they say, I'll wait for the market to go down a bit more and I'll come back next year. And those people are coming back this year and I'm having to tell them, it's all gone, I'm sorry. You're not going to have to increase your budget. The main reassurance that I give to people about Spain, especially where we are, in the Costa del Sol, is that there is nothing that happens in Spain that doesn't happen in England. The British people ask about, what's all this about land grabbing? Land grabbing is called compulsory purchase in England. It's no different. It's usually, somebody's got a piece of land that they didn't get a license to build on. The government needed to put a train track through. They go and take it off them. Same thing happens here. There's other examples as well, but that's just one example of how, the Spanish market isn't really that much different to the English market. When the property market crashed and the sales market nosedived, it was management, construction, and long-term rentals. Because a lot of people would still like to come to Spain for the lifestyle change, maybe dip their toe in the water before they buy something. Or maybe they need to sell a house in England first before they can buy. So the long-term rental market has been very, very buoyant, even since the market crashed. But that's also changing because many of the people who previously were renting their properties long term have now sold them, and the new owners don't want to rent them long term. So it's a constantly changing cycle. If you are looking to buy any type of property, whether it's an apartment, townhouse, villa, or even we have a rural division that does country properties, fincas, farmhouses, plots of land, obviously come and talk to us. But also, even if you buy from somebody else, which we hope you don't, we hope you come to us, if you need TV and internet solutions, kitchens, bathrooms, construction, extensions, or property management, also come and talk to us.